Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
See if we get anybody up here. So you rolling on TikTok?
Yep, rolling on TikTok.
Let's see. Get somebody up here to make sure our audio is working tonight. Let's see. Sounds mighty loud on our end. Hello, got anybody here?
Hop up, introduce, leave a name. Let us know who's up here.
Looks like it might be a slow night. Week 2, it probably is 18 already. 18.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Oh, my word.
Hey, Connie, can you hear us? And Angel, how's it going, everybody?
Welcome to the live, y'all.
Let us know that you can hear us tonight, please.
Yeah. We hope that you can.
Angel, Connie, somebody give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Thumbs up, a yay, a nay.
What is
Yeah, oh, good.
Awesome. Good deal.
All right, starting off better than we did last week.
Yeah, last week was bad.
All right, rolling on TikTok too. TikTok, check us out because they're a big part of this. You guys won't be able to hear us. Check us out on YouTube. I think that's where we'll need to go if you can.
Yeah.
We get a guest on, sadly, until we get 10,000 followers on TikTok.
Y'all won't be able to hear the guest on TikTok.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, y'all. Welcome. It's another Wednesday night of our Wednesday Night Live episode 92. It's been 92 straight episodes.
It's crazy.
One other thing I do want to mention, if you're following along on the Facebook page, we cannot see your comments. I wish there was another way I could follow along on my phone or something. And I think I will. I'll open up my phone. Hey, Chastity, I'll open up my phone tonight and just see if I can.
Okay.
We've been missing some comments on Facebook. Sadly, we really haven't been pushing Facebook quite as much just because we can't talk to anybody. And really, our Facebook page is like a lot of them. It's become stagnant.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of blame that on the algorithm. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but that's what we're going to say it is anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can open up the Facebook page. Go to Riley's page. Okay.
You're on the live right there.
Yeah, no comments on the down south page. It does have a pretty good lag behind it. Anyway, welcome back. Wednesday Night Live, episode 92. So New Year's still January the 8th. Glad to be here tonight. My name's Father.
And my name's B. Alvite.
B. Alvite, he said. So welcome to another Wednesday night, everybody. Connie, Angel. Let's see who we got. Yeah. Facebook. And we're live on Instagram right this minute. I think it'll give us about an hour. I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen to TikTok.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of people get their way. It's going to go away from here, and I understand that's because it's owned by another entity across the ocean, I guess you could say. I can't understand why somebody can't take the TikTok or actually just copy a TikTok, make a whole new social media platform. What was that?
Oh no,
a social media platform that works just like TikTok. I'm pretty sure if this TikTok would go out and the government ceases to let it go anymore or let it keep on, that somebody took choice. Somebody who knows can make something else. Call it TikTok US TikTok. I don't know. Call it whatever you want.
What they're doing to the daggone.
Yeah, Angel, that was a cool design you made for the luminary box. You posted a little picture on that today.
Yeah, that was cool, Angel. I like that a lot.
Yep. You need to go and place that order, Chastity, if you had.
Seriously.
I know you're trying to buy that car, but you probably need to go ahead and make that purchase.
Yeah.
It's perfect for you. What's up, Nathan? All right, we do have a comment on Facebook. How's it going, Nathan? Hope everything's fine. I'm glad I turned my phone on. We've been missing we are live on YouTube and Instagram. We've been missing a lot of a lot of comments on Facebook.
Yeah,
we
we
didn't give up on Facebook, but we kind of gave up on Facebook.
Yeah.
The group, I think we're actually thinking about taking the Down South page that's a private group and maybe opening it back up to the public, so maybe it'd get a lot more attention.
Yeah.
Kind of what I'm thinking. What do you think?
I'm on the same level as you there.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like I said, it's another Wednesday night live. We don't have a lot for tonight. We'll invite Chastity on if she can make time for us. We were trying to play something, if you remember, the first live of the year. We had a little video that we were putting together. We couldn't figure it out, so I actually ended up messing that video up. We couldn't play it. But we worked on another one today. Actually, we didn't. We, as in me and Riley and Kenzie, my daughter, she put together a small video of one of our graveyard investigations. So, you guys know, as bad as it sounds, me and Riley, when we can't do nothing else, we'll hit a graveyard and see if we can get some communication in the graveyards.
We'll do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and actually, it's actually most of the time a good time.
It really is.
Like I've said before, we've gone during the broad daylight. We've gone in the middle of the night. We get a lot more communication. It's a lot more scary feeling in the dark, of course.
Yeah.
But during the day, we get so much more communication during the day.
We really do.
We have actually been in a graveyard on more than one occasion, trying to communicate with what spirits may be there or want to communicate. And as soon as the sun starts going down,
it gets quiet.
And when it's dark, it gets real quiet. The only thing we get when it does get dark, like later in the night, we've got some outbursts, some words pop in here or there.
Yeah.
But as we'll play this little video in a little while, see if we can get a few more people up here. And I hope it plays, guys. Every time I try to play a video lately, you can see it, but you can't hear it, which won't be good for this video. And I have no way. He and I can hear it. I can play it. I can see it right now on our screen. And you can see it, but I hear it, but you guys aren't being able to hear it. So we're going to pray tonight that you can hear it, because it's very intriguing. We talked about this little video in one of our last escapades at the graveyard and how much communication we were getting. And it's just, the things that were happening, we were really to a point where we were actually thinking that there was an entity trying to get in our truck and leave with us. I mean, it basically told me to get out of the truck. But on the way out, it was like, man, it wanted to go with us. And naturally, we had to finally say, hey, you can't go with us.
Yeah.
You go anywhere you want, but you can't go with me and him.
You got out and it said, and you said, where do you want me to go? And it said around back.
Yeah, basically told me to go to the back of the truck. So we'll play that in a little while. Big Deal must be up here. Big Deal. It's got a little hey everybody. What's going on, Big Deal?
What's going on, partner?
All right, hey Halo. I see you. I got my phone turned on, so I will be able to see comments on Facebook. Thank y'all for joining. I hope we get a lot more. Maybe we can get some shares on Facebook. Like I said, lately Facebook's been disappointing. We're getting a lot of footwork. Not footwork. We're getting a lot of action on our TikTok. So we're on TikTok right now. Also, so we are pushing it.
Trying to.
I'm reading the comments, not ignoring.
I would read the comments up here who was joining, but it's sideways.
I don't know what they're talking about. Talking about looking at Angel and Chastity, see what them guys are talking about. Oh, you're talking, okay. The video clip. Yeah, the video clip. If you can figure out a way, I guess I need to look and see. I can't even hook my phone up now. I don't even have my phone hooked up to this system. We're missing one cord, guys. So I'm going to pick one up this week. And maybe next week, the next live, we'll be able to play videos off our phone, which will be a lot easier on our old laptop. The old laptop, man. If we try to do more than one thing with this laptop while we're in here going live on StreamYard, it just creeps. It'll pause. So down south needs a new laptop.
Yeah.
It needs one with a big brain in it.
A little more horsepower.
A lot more horsepower.
Yeah.
StreamYard robs your computer of your horsepower. And then on top of that, we're casting to all these other places. I don't really know what kind of effect that has on it. But like I said, we're all rolling on TikTok right this minute.
Probably slows it down.
I can't tell I don't know if turning the phone sideways on TikTok affects anything. Maybe it doesn't.
I don't know.
Anyway, if you're on TikTok, share us out. Help us get to 10,000. We really need to get to 10,000. I'm pushing TikTok, and I'm afraid TikTok's going to go away from here. What do you think? There's a lot of talk. A lot of people want it to go on because it's not owned by U.S. I get that. I get it.
Yeah. I kind of like it. I hope it don't go anywhere.
Damon Darling is on live at the same time as we are.
Uh-huh.
You guys, if you hadn't seen him, you need to check that dude out. He's on Instagram, TikTok, Damon Darling. He's a funny dude. Hey, Bub. Hey, Bub, you got $1?
That's Bob.
That's Bub.
You don't have $1. Here you go.
Yeah, he'll turn around and make you feel bad. If you tell him, hey, man, now get away from me. I don't have $1 for you. He'll pull out a wad of money and say, here you go. Everybody needs $1.
Funny, man.
We only got 4 folks up here tonight. Where's everybody at tonight?
As much sharing as I've been doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Just keep on pushing along.
Need Chastity's input.
Yeah, Connie, you're dead right. I didn't realize it, the TikTok part, how much of a money machine TikTok is. Those live, if you got a TikTok store, I realized before Christmas, I was telling my wife, I said, we really need to get up here and we really, really need to get up here and make you a TikTok store and sell some of these T-shirts and all the things she had in her store because really the boutique store, it wasn't doing too much. So that'd been a good platform to get on because I get up here at night. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, people selling stuff all over TikTok.
Yeah.
So we got a little guest in the room. Let's see. Hey, Cassidy, how are you?
Good. How are you?
We're good, we think.
That's good.
It can fall apart at any moment.
It really does.
Any moment. I guess I need to pull that background off.
That's probably why, now that you say the laptop, that's probably why it runs. Because on the video quality end of the lives, it just stutters. It like skips a beat. So the video quality is very, very pixelated. It's like at least 144 pixels. And then the audio quality is like stuttering. So it probably is a laptop. So it's not StreamYard because many people use StreamYard. So, it's pretty good, but that sucks. I hope we're going to have to get down south a laptop. We're going to start looking for deals.
I was shopping for them before the holidays. I was shopping hard and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet and I'm going to buy us one. And then I got our old laptop here and I was like, hey, you know what? Let me try to factory reset this thing because it had a bunch of crap on it. I used it for business before. It had a bunch of junk on it. And it did help. Don't get me wrong, it did help, but it's nothing like the quality of the ones with the big horsepower today and a lot of storage and all that good stuff. I got one at work that got for me last year, kind of like a gaming computer, but not a gaming computer. But it's got some horsepower. You can have 10 things going at one time if you can keep up with it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, me and Riley spoke a little bit today about maybe talking about some updates about what we're doing and talk a little bit about the art place and the courthouse. I can fill you guys in about that.
Please, we really don't have a lot for tonight.
We really don't.
We struggle. Okay. It's just like, hey, this is 92 Wednesday nights in a row.
Yeah.
Other than a couple of Thursdays here and there, but man, it gets tough sometimes. I've been so busy today that we just hadn't been able to come up with a lot. So yeah, we appreciate you for sure.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I get it. We do the same thing with Lights at Midnight. So Lights at Midnight, we have to come up with something every week. So we're reusing material to make smaller videos, which I've got a lot going on. I guess I can update that later. But first, I guess let's go ahead and start with our next investigation. So this will just be an update. And sorry guys, today I would do video and I apologize, but today I have been so tired and so sore. This cold weather is kicking my poor arthritic tail. So we're gonna roll like this. Wednesdays I'm kind of burnt out, it seems like, because I do a lot of my work on the weekends. But excuse me. So back to this coming up weekend. No, I'm sorry, next weekend. So January 18th. We have an investigation. She said we could arrive at 6 p.m. at the earliest and leave by 3 a.m. at the latest. I was told that we have a 3-hour opening at the courthouse. We've been told we can do both locations because they are literally right across the street from each other. So, I mean, you just literally walk right across a 2-lane road and you're at the other location.
Yeah.
I believe her and her mother, I haven't confirmed this, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I believe her and her mother own and operate the Arts Place, which is like a theater too. Because my daughter goes and I'm sorry. Oh, I thought y'all said something. Oh. My daughter goes and watches plays there with her aunt sometimes. So they put on little plays and stuff like theatrical performances. It's actually a really cool place for a county of such because it's a country county. There's not a lot to do. So, but they have done paranormal investigations in the Art Place. The mother and daughter are the team of Stokes County Paranormal. They actually just visited St. Albans Asylum, which was very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so
Madison Dry Goods probably more than one time.
Yeah.
Yes, they have been. They have been to Madison Dry Goods. I don't know the extent, but I've seen it on their website or Facebook. But yeah, so we should be there. We could arrive at 6 and start setting up for the Art Place and start with the Art Place first and finish off with the courthouse. However long we want to stay at the Art Place. They did get some REM pod activity and stuff. I don't know what energy's there. I haven't really looked into it, but I did have a dream last week that was associated with the Art Place, and it was like the death of a mother-in-law. And I don't know why. I'm not going to give all the details because it was more personal, but I translated that into there may be a spirit of a woman there, of somebody that used to run that store, like her mother-in-law or a grandmother figure. But there's some type of paranormal activity that is happening. Plus, Stokes County is extremely haunted. There's so much courts up there. It's just hanging on. It's hanging on. There's stuff just all over those mountains. The courthouse, I haven't obviously looked into any of the history. I'm gonna get V to do that because I definitely need somebody that knows the history of the place. So when I go, I can do my thing. Because we've got both locations. I think 3 hours max is the courthouse. I've sent y'all the cost. It's very inexpensive to do both. I think that's the cost for both.
Yeah, we live stuff around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's exciting. I'm excited, to get in places in Stokes County and Madison's right over the line. It's super exciting. So this is literally right up the road where we turn beside the food line to go to Madison Dry Goods. You just keep kicking it straight about 15 minutes up the road and we're there. So
how's the weather y'all's way? I think they were, unless I read it wrong, one of the Madison Dry Goods posts I saw earlier today was snow. They were opening later because of snow.
We didn't get any snow last night, but this past weekend we did. I think Sunday it snowed about a half an inch here, but up in Stokes County, which is, not too far away from us, they ended up getting 3 to 4 inches, like Brittany and Ethan. I believe they got about 2.5, but it seemed like Nick's aunt, she got about 3 or 4. Now this Friday, it's going to start snowing here, and they said it was going to be 3 to 5 inches, and you might get some too. But now it's like 1 to 3 inches, possible wintry mix. So we'll just see how all that goes.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know a lot of people love the wintry mixes and the snow. I'm not a fan.
I'm not.
The problem is I'm busy. I'm always busy, and when I'm sitting still in the house, I get upset at myself because I feel like I should always be doing something. I have a hard time just chilling out.
Yeah,
so I get it. I'm forced to. Then I'm sitting there thinking, God, you lazy, but find something to do.
Versus me, I can sit there all day.
Well, my sister, bless her heart, she taught me a saying that it's really kept up with me because I was a lot like that. Now I'm super busy again, just in different ways. But
Right.
she says we cannot judge our value or how we value ourselves on our productivity, something like that. We can't judge who we are on our productivity. And once she said that to me, it clicked. And that's like, oh, yeah, I can't say I'm worth shit if I don't do anything. So, I mean, it just depends. But yes, busy. I don't know how y'all do it all, to be honest, but y'all got it going on, whatever it is. And I'm happy for y'all and proud of y'all. Y'all are hardworking folks. So
We work way harder than what I feel like we get in return. But, the last thing I want to do is I don't want the excuse that what if or why didn't I do this? That's not good. If you fail, I'll be able to sleep better knowing that I give it all I had.
Yep. I'm telling y'all,
I'm just telling
somebody to look up to.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, for at least the work ethic.
I truly believe in you got to put in to get out. And sadly, that's not today's world. It's not that way. There's a lot of things handed right to people, and I will say, of course, we're struggling with it. I say me, you, Riley, Chastity. We're struggling with the social media part, but some people fall right into a bucket of gold with it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're supposed to look up to those folks or not. But
I'm
it
not.
can be way too easy. And
Well,
also, I think it's a double-edged sword. What you get so easy can go away really fast.
that it can.
Yeah.
Social media, when we see a lot of these folks, sometimes it comes really fast, but like some of your favorite YouTubers have been YouTubing for 10 years, and they've put in that work. YouTube, when I've done a lot of research and I've listened to a lot of people, and YouTube specifically is a long game. TikTok's different. TikTok, you can go on there and have something. I freaking screen recorded something I thought was funny and I put it on TikTok. And it was a guy where he got arrested. He was so intoxicated that he urinated on a table in public, and he was just acting hilarious about it. And I was rolling. I screen recorded it, put it on TikTok. It almost has 1 million views.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so and I put it on there, but I'll put something on there. I'm literally like helping people fight demons and all this kind of stuff, and I don't get crap. Well, I do. I don't want to say I get, but in comparison to the guy peeing on the table, it's a totally different world, so
Yeah.
it's just
say, maybe we should do it. I mean, I love the videos that just make me laugh. You need laughter.
Yeah.
How can we incorporate? Because me and this dude right here beside me, I'm not gonna lie, we would probably make one crazy reality show. Because it's on. It is on. We calm down right here just for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really on purpose, but I don't know. It changes. I guess we're trying. I'm sitting here so hard. I'm not worried at all. But I'm just sitting here thinking how to make it better. Then I forget that, just be yourself.
Yep.
Be yourself.
100%.
Like myself telling me to rattle your bag right now since you're sitting with your legs on.
If you want the other side to work, you need to keep it over there. You're already down one side. You don't really need to be messing with me. I'll have you asking to figure it out before you know it. There's somebody up here who likes ghosts. Anybody know who that might be? How's it going, Calypso, Goddess? I don't know.
Who likes ghosts more than I do?
Nobody.
He done snuck in here like a cat, slinking.
He wasn't on all fours, was he?
Almost.
Yeah. Maybe you might be on something here. Maybe we need to just start making blooper reels because we have plenty of those.
Yes, blooper reels would be great. And that's a TikTok thing. I mean, every social media. So I think I'm going to start helping more people with social media. I know just getting started. I can't tell people how to go viral because, it's not as easy. There's no formula to go viral. Another thing is you have to cover. The only thing I don't like about certain things is you have to cover hot topics to really get traction.
I know how to go viral.
Yeah.
It's not hard to go viral.
Keep your feet off the internet.
I don't want to sacrifice my integrity.
Yeah. Well, that's a totally different subject. We ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about like steps. There's certain things in understanding what certain social platforms, you have to do, like Facebook and Instagram. Unless you pay, you ain't getting too far unless you have an organic something funny. Funny does work, and
Some hot young tail with some screaming and yelling and hollering about
Oh,
every little creak and crack that goes on. That's
yeah,
what
I'll
we
call
need.
Sam and Colby real quick and get them on the line. And
I had mine. Just saying.
They can do that for sure. They got that side of the paranormal lockdown. They got it. But now they've been acting like like two goofballs, and that's how they got started. They'll tell you they got started going into malls and places, just acting ridiculous, making people laugh, and look where it's got them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just think all the folks used to laugh at how stupid they were.
Yeah.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what they did. But I mean, it takes a lot of hard work. I mean, on top of real rundown, I've said it, but I do 3 YouTube channels. Between Thursday and next Saturday, I have to finish editing Trivet Clinic, which I just started. Okay. I'm trying to have a Trivet Clinic video out by the 17th. I have 5 readings, 3 of which are within a 24-hour period, and one of them are at 2 a.m. next Friday on the day of the video release. Then we're going ghost hunting. I've got to do another video for Luminary and a live for Luminary and the live for y'all, and film 2 lights at midnight videos. And there's something else. Gosh. Oh, and finish my journal. So that's the life, even though I don't this is my job. So like doing social media work, and I've chose to do 3 separate channels because when you do a big collab channel, YouTube don't know what to do with your videos. It's not because I like to keep my stuff separate, but at the same time, I can't put it all on one channel because then they don't know where to put it. But needless to say, I'm constantly working on something. Even if I'm not doing it like all day long, I'll take a break, clear my head, catch up on a paranormal investigation, and then get right back to it. So it's very similar. It's just not physical. Mine is more mental with my eyes and my fingers and my mind. And, I get paid to talk, which is amazing. I love it. I freaking love it. But it does take a lot of work. But I'm excited about next Saturday. And
I am too.
When was Ohio in the plans?
well,
Have we got a date for that yet?
Well, I don't know if they want to talk about that right now. We're live, so we can talk about that. I don't know. That's up to them.
I was just thinking about Point Pleasant and West Virginia.
We'll have to have that conversation later.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that's happened. Is why he needs to read his messages on the damn phone.
Yeah.
Instead of asking me live.
Look, by the time I work, it's like a book and a half.
But yeah, so Ohio, we're still planning those dates. We're still figuring out exactly where we want to go. We know we're going to Ohio State Reformatory, right? So we pretty much got it locked down, but there's a lot of planning going into that. So we're excited.
Back in the locker, I tried to lock our date back in this afternoon, and I'll be getting paperwork tomorrow. So we're going to roll with that date. Like I said, we won't announce it until we have everything in black and white.
Set in stone.
Yep.
But yeah, it's going to happen. Apparently, it is going to happen.
Yep.
Which is an awesome place. And the day that I think we're going to go, if you look around, there's not a lot of action before us going. So,
cool.
We won't be able to blame it on the spirits being wore out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. This is a big place too.
Yeah, and just listening to Angel and Ruth talk about it was enough for me. It was like, man, I've got to go there. I want to go there. And that was over Waverly Hills, and we've been talking about Waverly Hills for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waverly Hills is wild. Don't get me wrong, but the weather, like you're open to the elements no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh no, me and my ghost brother are gonna bring the smoke.
Hey, you got that right. Hey, Barry, do you still remember what I told you in Madison?
Oh, 100%.
You and me are simpatico.
That's right.
We are on the same level of understanding and acknowledgement. We understand each other.
We are 100% there.
I don't know.
And you know what? We're going to get us some Stokes County ghosts soon.
Yeah, we are.
I can't wait to see what's going to come out of this
Oh,
place,
I have some jokes, but I'm going to keep them to myself.
baby.
Stokes County Ghost, you're going to have
That's what she said.
Oh man, I don't want to touch that one.
But no, for real, there's a lot of stuff up
She
there.
said,
I mean, to make it to be funny about it, but
she
there's
said,
a lot of
"I
stuff.
want to
There's a
hear
lot
that."
of
And that's what she said.
I heard exactly what he said. I'm surprised he didn't say it. I know people on TikTok, so they see us right now. They're on TikTok, but they can't hear y'all at all because until we get 10,000 followers, they can't hear what's going on.
Yeah.
So they
Oh man.
they're probably sitting here looking like a dummy,
Yeah.
which is not too hard. What she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Riley, I know you wanted to talk about some stuff tonight about hauntings. Like
Yeah.
maybe cover just for a little bit why you started, kind of going back to why you started, what you've learned, how has your opinion changed about the ghost hunting over time. And I was going to talk a little bit about why places become haunted in the first place, and kind of briefly touch on haunted person, haunted place, haunted object. Are y'all down still to do that?
I am.
Oh yeah.
That was actually perfect how you put that. Now I'll start off with
TikTok and you. That's good. That people hear you talking to.
I'll start off with what I expected when I first started years ago. I expected, thinking about if a house is haunted, if that was possible, my thinking at the time was somebody had to die there, but that's not the case at all. If a house is haunted, that means that somebody could have passed there or something bad could have happened there, but I mean, you, me, or anybody could take an item into that house or that location and leave it there that had a significant value to somebody that they really cared about and have latched themselves onto it after they have passed. And that house can be haunted based off that one item in that house.
What about the land? I guess the land too. We've talked about
Yeah.
it numerous times. Even think going back to Bobby Mackey's,
Yeah.
being haunted. Have you guys seen the videos of that? The guy putting the flashlight out at the demo stop now.
Mm-hmm.
Things
I
are happening.
have.
So the whole time I was thinking, just because they tore it down doesn't mean that,
Yeah.
they're gone.
Spirits ain't going nowhere. They're on that one.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I can go ahead and throw out a prediction here for Bobby Mackey's, I think the haunting is going to shift, because adding to what Riley was saying is like, you're right. That's where haunted person, haunted place, haunted object comes in. The land is staying there. But tearing, and Bobby Mackey's is a great reference. So you would definitely classify that as a haunted place. You can definitely become a haunted person, which I classified as a person that effed around and found out and went somewhere or has done some type of action to become haunted. Or there's somebody like me where they're open already to the spiritual side of things, or they have some type of something or curse on their life. Sometimes you can have people that curse you as well. So going back to like Bobby Mackey's, it was definitely a haunted place, but the walls there hold energy resonance. And if you bring in an object, haunted objects can either be pieces of, like he was saying, like Riley was saying, how somebody could have their energy resonance attached to that haunted object, or something more darker and malevolent can attach through that object, and then like Annabelle, and then pretend to be something else to be able to feed in energy. And Bobby Mackey, since it's been tore down, I do think, even though I think that place will always be, haunted. And it could have something to do. They say there was devil worshippers I can't remember what it's called, the Licky River or something like that.
Yeah.
The devil worshiping or whatever happened there. Well, that's possible, right? But there's water spirits too in the river, and they mind their business. That's their function. So water spirits keep things clean. They can be positive and they can be negative. There's different, that's an elemental. But adding to like tearing down the layers of that place disperses the residual energy. So whatever comes back, in my opinion, besides what's seeped
Can I
into the
pause you?
land.
Can I pause you real quick, Chastity? And
Yeah, because I was pretty much done.
You just did.
well, right there when you said elemental, that makes a lot of sense about what the obelisk kept spitting out at Bobby Mackey's. I kept getting the words elemental. Remember?
I don't, but I believe you because I didn't really see the obelisk that much. But V says he remembered.
Yeah, I remember talking about it.
Yep. And elemental, elementals aren't always bad. They're neutral beings. And for the most part, they can do good and bad things, but people can actually employ these entities to do things. But also they have their own consciousness. They have a function. That's where you start getting into the borderline of cryptids and stuff too. But whatever was there, had come in through there was a portal in that place. And I'm learning about so the reason I got into paranormal investigating was to learn more on a physical level, because I've sat here, I've had my own experiences. I've helped people with their experiences based on my experience, what I've channeled, what I've learned along the way. But I got into this to be able to, really truly understand and feel more about different haunted places and be in the environment of where things could be. Every place that I've investigated so far has a different feeling because there's different energies there and different types of beings and entities that exist. And these things are everywhere. You can you can go anywhere and set up paranormal equipment and you're going to get something. Depending on what that something is depending on what's in the surrounding area. There's not a place you're not going to take a portal box hooked up to the radio or lights or devices and not get activity. It's just some places are more haunted than others because there's energetic pathways or things that have happened there that attract the kind of stuff. More darker descended human spirits do go to these abandoned locations because they don't want anything to do with the general public. So when you come in there and you start messing around with them, that's why they're all like, get out. They don't want to ascend to the light. They don't want you around. You're bothering them.
Where they're at.
Yeah. But when you get into the malevolent stuff, the malevolent, like descended, not even just humans, but like entities, that's where the ones that want to feed. You have like a soul collector and you have a soul eater. At Bobby Mackey's, there's a soul collector. I saw it with like pieces of human spirits like that were I've said this 100 times.
Like a spiritual Frankenstein.
Yeah, they just suck out the life and make them what they want to. They like basically imprison them and keep that part of that human spirit and feed off of them and feed off the energy to survive. A soul eater actually completely consumes it. The collector regenerates. The soul eater consumes that spirit and doesn't leave anything behind.
Like the Lost Keys story.
So, and I know that sounds crazy. I've never watched anime either. So, not much at all. So people have told me this sounds like anime, but it's really, I don't have anything to do with that.
I watched my fair share.
Yeah.
You say anime?
Yeah. So evidently some of the animes, they have
Japanese animation.
They have things like that. And it's based on folklore and stuff. It's based on some of the Japanese and, Asian folklore that there are soul eaters. This is nothing new. Like it's there. These entities, so I know that's a lot.
Even in Mayan culture, all the way across the world, like it's in several cultures.
Yeah.
So now that it's been several months, speaking of Bobby Mackey's, since we were at Bobby Mackey's, how do you describe the entities that were there, especially during the entities when, basically something was breathing on the back of my head. And at the same time, y'all saw stuff coming in on the floor, crawling on the floor. What was
by
it?
my feet.
What do you
Yeah.
think now?
So, like, as of now, like, what do I think happened to that specific being?
No. So, looking back now, what do you think that was?
It was a soul collector. So the soul collector was standing in the doorway, and he's not omnipresent like God. I say he, but it has masculine energy. It's not omnipresent like God, but that space that it's in, it can be omnipresent. It definitely was more like a black, misty, shadowy thing. And I channeled in this being with white eyes that had smoke rolling off of its body. I covered that in Lights at Midnight, and it was super, super duper creepy.
It likes to use the form of a man, like a round man in a white shirt with black pants. Like it switches like forms, and that's one of the main forms it takes. As a matter of fact, I seen it in the video when they filmed Bobby Mackey's being tore down. That smoke that come out, if you look closely at it, you can see it. It's a white shirt and black pants.
Right. I can't.
Something was happening.
Yeah.
A lot of people were commenting on that.
And a person sent me a picture right before we went live and said that there's somebody standing right behind. I don't know if I can pull it up. I might be able to real quick. But there's a person, it looks like a woman standing right behind that guy. Let me see if I can open it up and save the picture really fast, and I'll show you. But basically, to me, what it looked like, because it's formless, but it can shapeshift. It was black at the door, and then it was like 3 or 4 of those white kind of human-esque beings that were all white, pale skinned, no hair. I think and they're like like the scouts. So it's scouted out on the floor. I think personally, one of those white things skittered over to you and stood up on its feet, because they mostly crawl. And I saw it twice. So I saw it when I did this little session up in the monster room. She was crawling up behind me, but this one still had hair. These did not. Yes, and these did not. This thing come up behind you is what I'm thinking, and like breathe it on your neck. It was scouting out for the energy, so it was using these human forms, these pieces of humans, to scout out and suck the energy out of us to regroup, because they hang around like little children around these things.
Yeah,
that's why we heard kids.
It uses the form of the soul.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a lot to take in, but that's kind of what I feel. And I know it sounds wild, but
It was heavy. I know that. I've experienced some things, but that was probably, without a doubt, that was the most bone chilling feeling that I've had, for sure.
I still want to know what the price is.
What are you talking about?
What price?
They said for me to talk to like a real living entity outside of this world, I have to pay the price. I want them to tell me what the price is.
I don't remember that.
It's going to be like my main question from now on.
Yeah, to pay the price.
What's the price? Somebody's going to tell me, damn it.
Your soul.
Yeah, everything.
I think it's death.
Yeah. I can't do anything with mine.
Price. You think?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You got to pay the price. You basically mean you got to pucker up and kiss your ass goodbye.
That's the picture. But somebody pointed out to me that right behind this man looking thing that has the weird face, that right behind him, there's something else. Now, could it be a piece of something where they're tearing it down? Possibly. But to me, it kind of looked like a woman in a way with her arms folded. It looks different on camera, but it's
like a child with arms sticking out from here.
Yeah.
There ain't much I can do about that. Yep. But I caught something in a picture. Whoops. Hold on.
Who that?
Oh, that.
Yeah. I caught something in a picture that oh yeah. You got you couldn't even see my eyes because I'm laying here on the bed, but I caught something in one of the pictures I took at Bobby Mackey's that I haven't fully analyzed yet. And it looks like a man, and he's down like the hallway that was behind those dressing rooms, in between the room of faces and the dressing rooms. There was a whole part of the basement we didn't even touch and didn't even realize it.
God.
But yeah.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone now.
I think they're going to open it back up for investigations, though.
Oh, I'm sure. That's a money pit for those folks.
Yep.
It'll never be as good as it was.
It might not, but that's why we're going back.
Yeah, that's
what. If it's a win.
Well, the videos that, gosh, I can't remember his name, but I actually shared it out on Down South Facebook page.
Yeah.
The guy had the flashlight on the railroad tracks, and he was asking questions, and there's no problem. The flashlight was lighting up.
Yeah.
And I've been on command several times, which was pretty impressive. And actually, he had a flashlight laying out by the so-called the portal. We didn't get a lot in that room when we went, but
We really didn't.
that's not saying something didn't happen in that area. I have no clue. I didn't have any feelings in that room.
I really didn't either.
Yeah, it was a crazy location. I hate it had to go, but it had to go.
Yeah.
Just go on there. I want to play y'all this little video we made before it gets too late and see what y'all think about it. Actually, what my daughter made. If y'all are down for it. If you can't hear it, I'm going to immediately stop it. Just if I can add it up here.
If you like what we got going on.
So
Yeah, I'll hear that.
Can anybody hear that?
It's playing good on my end.
But you can hear it?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome.
Wow.
The person who said you passed me.
All right, I'm going to start it over because I just messed it up. But you can definitely hear I was asking a question, and it basically said, I'll ask you.
If you like what we got going on.
So can the person who said you passed me. God's with you.
Awesome.
We know God's with us. Yes, he does love. Thank you for telling me. We also love God. Are you able to see God? So could you try to tell me what year it is where you're at?
Yeah, no pun intended.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we leave today? Did you say come out? I'm not sure.
Here.
Come out here? You want me to come out? Where do you want me to come? Let's come out.
Here,
Here.
Into that.
in the back.
So that's the third time we've got you in the back.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna get out and go in the back. Let's.
Few minutes.
You missed. So I'm in the back. Who's back here? Who would like to talk? Here or hey there? So Riley and I are here. We just come to see if we could talk to any people, any spirits who'd like to talk to us. Hello? If there's anyone, any spirits here, anyone who's passed on, could you come closer and try to talk with me? I think I can hear you through my device in my hand. Does anyone know that it's almost Christmas?
And two.
Is that someone speaking Spanish? Hello? I think I can hear you if you'll just talk. What'd you say? Hello? It's getting cold out here. You tried? He tells you. Thank you for giving me the time today to try to stay. No, you can't go with me. I think someone just said go with you. I just had somebody tell me I go with you. Hope you enjoyed this investigation from December 23rd, 2024.
Down south out. What y'all think?
That's a little bit different.
Oh
Yeah.
boy,
Could
they
you?
you could hear it great.
Yeah, some of it was lagging a little bit with the sounds, but
Yeah.
that was I got chills just thinking about it when you could tell it wanted us out of the truck and it wanted to get in the truck. That was blown away.
Hell no.
Yeah. Hell to the no.
Definitely not ascended spirits. Those spirits are just hanging. That especially at one, it's like, yeah, I remember over the years, they are not in the light. They have not crossed over. It's kind of sad, like, some of it. But a lot of times that's what we're talking to. I'm a firm believer, and people will argue me down on this, but it's very hard. And I know other people have had other experiences. I totally get this. And I'm not saying it's not possible. But for me personally, my rule of thumb, a lot of the spirits we talk to are not high vibrational. They are not in the light. You talk to those spirits in a different way. You're channeling those types of spirits in through yourself, through your body, like it's like a person like me, or through signs and symbols, and it's full of love, and like it feels totally different to talk to an ascended human spirit, meaning in heaven, or an ascended being in the light, or in a different dimension. It's a totally different thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It was we've been to that graveyard. I don't know, man. Probably
3 or 4 times.
yeah, more than that. That day was it was the 23rd of December.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play it a few weeks ago, but I messed it up. But anyway, Kenzie, my daughter, she helped us put it together, and
Yeah.
and there's several words in here. There's some of it's Spanish. I feel like it's Spanish.
Yeah.
And there was a few bad words in there.
Yeah.
But
But
there was a few words that were Spanish, and I was hoping Angel would hear them and he could tell us what it was. I know it meant something.
Yeah. And also too, the guy that called you a puss at
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that guy done followed you all the way home from
Yeah.
Brushy
Yeah.
Mountain, and he's like,
You
"Puss,
heard that
puss."
again. And it was loud and clear. I was like, oh,
You said it one time, and now they're all pissed.
Yeah.
that far. Yeah.
It's like, let it go. Damn. That's why they're still here, because they can't
Yeah.
let it go. I'm not making fun of anybody that
Oh,
has,
no.
that is stuck here. Let me. I'm making a little light of it. I realize it's not very funny, to say that people are stuck here, but it is a little funny that they're still going around saying that. So I still
Yeah.
have sympathy for those that choose not to move on. I want to make that clear,
Yeah.
but it is still a little funny.
It is pretty hilarious.
Greg's gonna wake up one night. There's gonna be a man standing over him and looking at him. He's gonna go, "Puss."
Yeah.
I tell you, it's a joke in our house. Let me tell you, and we've all started shutting our doors now when we go to bed. Basically, because Kenzie, my daughter, she sleepwalks like crazy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and she's, we could be sitting in the den, and she goes to bed early because she gets up early, and it's just she might be asleep at 8 o'clock. It's not uncommon at all. I mean, like asleep at 8 o'clock, but it could be 9:30, it could be 11 o'clock. If we're in there watching TV, she'll come walking in there, and I wonder if she's got the ghost look, and something's in her room, or there's spiders crawling all over her. I mean, it's just it's always something wild, and she always makes the comment, "I'm gonna go in your room and I'm gonna be standing over you." And I said, "I beg you, please don't do that, because if I wake up in the middle of the night and you're standing over me, staring at me with your long hair hanging over your face, I'm liable to choke you out." No telling what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So I fear that. So I hate that for people who sleepwalk around people like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my kid, her sleep schedule's a little off over the last week, where she's homeschooled. All my kids are homeschooled, so they're not on like they're not early risers anymore. But when they were in school, because we all kind of we're a little laxed on the bedtime now, and right now she's going to sleep super early, so she's already asleep, which she's 8, so it's kind of normal. But she woke up one night. I don't go to bed till really early in the morning anyways, and in the morning I don't go to bed at night normally. Sometimes I do, but it's generally early in the morning. And I was up putting something in the toaster oven. I don't know what it was. And it makes a loud roaring sound. It's like, and my child must have got up and come down the hallway. I turned around the corner in the dark hallway, and there's like a figure that's about 4 foot tall, and I can't see because I'm half blind, and it's early in the morning. And my natural reaction is just to put up a fist. And I was just like, I done reared back and everything. And it was my 8-year-old. So she does that. She sneaks up on you because she does gymnastics. So she's like a gazelle anyway. So she can either be really loud or really quiet. And I about punched my 8-year-old by accident. Bless her heart. And I'm like, girl, we better start announcing yourself, because that's my first instinct is to throw hands.
Play her out.
I don't want to do that. So I told her, I'm like, you're going to have to say something. Because, of course, if I see her, I'm not ever going to do anything like that to my kids. I don't want nobody to run with this. But every once in a while, somebody sneaks up on you. The first thing you're going to do is either scream and run, or you're going to fight back. I'm a fighter. I ain't a flighter.
So with that little investigation that we did, it kind of got me thinking about, the places we go. Long as we haven't been doing as long as a lot of people, but several years is a lot. We've been to a lot of places. So I've never had a spirit basically ask me, "Can it go? Can it go with me?"
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah. So now I'm curious. The whole time, were we getting tricked? Was it multiple spirits? Are we? And we go in the same places, and we try to connect with the same spirits when we go. And if nothing's happening, we'll go to a different part of that graveyard.
Yeah.
But that was one place we haven't been in, that section of it. And I guess, spirits travel. Come on. I mean, I would think that they can move around, not stuck to one location, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. These are questions. But
I don't know.
I've never been anywhere where basically it said, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
That's just wild. Most of the time, You know, I feel like Dylan, something went with him. I know Angels had some stuff go with him. Y'all might have had things go with you, but they never asked you to go. They just go.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering where we, was it just playing with us?
Yeah.
Trying to be humorous because I was like,
Well,
hey, you can't go with me.
Yeah.
it is said that certain entities can't be invited unless they are invited.
Ah,
So I mean, if you probably you have protections. We all have protections in the
Yeah.
light and things that protect us. And I mean, to get through those barriers, things can, just because they're there doesn't mean they can't see into your life. Like
Yeah.
they have the ability, because they're in spirit, to think about something and be there. So it just depends on what level they're at, like consciously, when they pass away, and where,
Yeah.
even if it's a fractal, a lot of times I think we're dealing with fractals of human souls, because I'm a firm believer most people ascend. And I think we're talking to people that either haven't ascended, that are stuck in a middle vibration, that are stuck here, lower vibrational spirits, people that have done really bad things. That's why we get a lot of negativity. You can go on a spirit box and ask for positive, higher vibrational things to come through, and sometimes you will get them. They will present themselves that way, but it is, in my opinion, few and far between. And dark things, or things that are lower vibrational, will trick you. But that is crazy. I really think it was a permissions thing. You're going to have to give them permission to come with you, because they're being held there for some reason.
and that makes you wonder, in a
Yeah.
humongous graveyard. I'm just thinking way out of the box. Why are they being held there?
Yeah.
Are they buried there? Are they there for eternity? Are they? Did we bring it and we don't even know it? I'm just. I'm thinking way out there.
All right. Raises a good question.
Yeah.
Got me thinking now.
Well, I mean, you just think all the investigations we've all been on.
Yeah.
Never has a spirit said, "Can I go with you?"
No, it's either it is going with you, or
with you and you don't even know it.
yeah.
Well, I guess you will know it. You'll figure it out shortly.
Yeah.
I was trying to find, is anybody here speak Spanish? I was trying to see if Angel was here. He must be gone.
I will add something, because Dylan asked a question earlier. V made me aware of it, because I'm switching back and forth between the lives. Dylan asked, how does a spirit, like a malevolent spirit, attach itself to the doll? So what it does, it doesn't necessarily go all like into the doll. It literally just kind of hangs around the doll. There's energetic threads, is what I use to describe them, and it's able to affiliate itself with that object. And it chooses that path to be able to get closer to an actual person or people or whatnot. It generally comes through some type of divination, with people that don't know what they're doing. Like, a lot of times these things can't come here unless they're invited, and some things have existed since the beginning of time. But a lot of times it's not like they live in the doll themselves, but they come through trauma. They come through, like, if you show an affection to the doll and you're treating the doll as an individual, and it latches itself on, like Annabelle. Those girls, they were two young, impressionable girls. They thought, they were told it was a little girl that was attached to the doll. They treated it like a little girl. There could have been a little girl spirit attached to the doll, possibly, but that entity, like the essence of that little girl, the residual energy, then that darker entity saw the opportunity to get close and to be able to feed. So that's how and I have a theory, when I cover haunted objects, they come from this really dark, dark realm. And I honestly think it's somewhat what we can. This is going to where a lot of people may get really confused, but I'm going to leave this here when I say this. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But they come from a different dimension that can be considered somewhat extraterrestrial without a body. So I'm going to leave that there for now and let y'all wonder till I get this haunted object series out. So
Yeah.
That one. And it's something I told Riley, there was one thing we didn't do at Madison. We always do a little walkthrough with our EMF.
Yeah.
And
get a
try to
baseline.
get a baseline everywhere, and we didn't do it at Madison. And I was like, dude, why didn't we even check the doll that was in the box?
Yeah.
we were all over it. That was just I was scrambling. That was one thing. I
Yeah.
tried so hard to be early and be ready, and then I was scrambling right to the end.
Yeah.
I want Angel still here. I want Angel to tell me. So there's one part that really sounds like Spanish to me, Angel, and it may totally not be Spanish, but it sounds so clear. It's something. Yeah. So I'm gonna play it again, and I'm gonna stop it at that part. If y'all are okay with that, because I'll forget by tomorrow.
If you like what we got going on.
So can the person who said
Ask you instead.
you passed me?
God's
God's with you.
Awesome.
We know God's with us.
God.
God loves. Yes, He does love. Thank you for telling me. We also love God. Are you able to see God? So could you try to tell me what year it is where you're at?
So right there, it said September the 8th, where they were at. I asked for. I was trying to get a year, but after that, it sounded like it said it's time. I wonder if it said our time, like September the 8th, their time.
Well, possible.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we leave today? Did you say come out? I'm not sure.
I'm sitting here thinking, oh hell, they just called me out.
Here.
Come out here? Do you want me to come out?
I was
Where do you want me to come? Let's come out.
Here,
Here.
Into that.
in the back.
So that's the third time we've got in the back.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna get out and go in the back. Let's
Few minutes.
Did anybody hear what Riley just said? I said, I'm gonna get out and go in the back. He said, oh Jesus. I didn't hear that. Were you scared I was leaving you?
I said, oh, I was thinking, oh shit, something's about to happen here in the graveyard.
You missed.
That's right. So now saying that, and it said basically separate, like it was trying to get us to separate, maybe. I mean, that's what it said.
So I'm in the back.
The cat sound did it for me, y'all.
Yeah.
Who's back here? Who would like to talk?
That's right, Andrew.
Here or hey there? So Riley and I are here. We just come to see if we could talk to any people, any spirits who'd like to talk to us.
So right here was the part I told Riley I felt bad, and I thought I heard it, but I didn't call it out. I walked right across the top of a grave right here. or maybe just a few seconds before this, of course. And I'm not 100% sure it said "get off me," but it sure sounds like it.
Hello? If there's any spirits here, anyone who's passed on, could you come closer and try to talk to me? I think I can hear you through my box in my hand. Does anyone know that it's almost Christmas?
And two.
Angel, did that sneak up on you? Did you get that? I was 40, but I'm going to back it up.
Angel said, yes, I did.
So is that anything? Is that Spanish?
Oh,
Now it sounds like "comment allez-vous." Do you speak French?
Angel said yes.
Any ideas, Angel? You want to hear it again? What is happening?
Is that someone speaking Spanish? Is that someone speaking Spanish? Hello? I think I can hear you if you'll just talk. What'd you say? Hello? It's getting cold out here. You tried? He tells you. Thank you for giving me the time today to try to sleep. No, you can't go with me. I think someone just said go with you. I just had somebody tell me I go with you.
So it was Spanish. Okay.
Okay.
So and he said it means what is happening. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what was happening. I wonder if I was walking in different areas where different spirits were at, and one's like, what's happening? I don't know. It's kind of sounded like French a little bit. Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Anyway, so Angel, you heard it loud and clear?
Yeah.
And
So-
Edna too.
What-
And there was Spanish at the very end. It sounded like Spanish at the very end
Yep.
of the video as well.
I thought it was too. We talked about it, and I was talking, and you couldn't hear it. I was curious.
Hope you enjoyed this investigation.
Shut up.
No, you can't go with me. I think someone just said go with you.
having conversations.
I just had somebody tell me I go with you.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. It's hard. You just never know when you're talking. What is your name? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. They did. It did very much sound like an intelligent conversation. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a lot. And I've used this ghost tube a few times now. That's the first time we've ever got that much.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know, we get 2 or 3 words here and there, and I'll cut it off and pull out the spirit box. But that was the first time that thing was moving. I mean, it was happening.
That's crazy. That's a good capture.
Very good.
Yeah.
You got to see that one go up on YouTube now.
You know, we've got to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, just all you gotta do is hit video. If it's less than 3 minutes, you can upload it as a short. So that's another thing too. Would Greg specifically and the viewers, I know Riley was there and he heard it, but on Lights at Midnight, I released a 2-minute clip of the an example of the Estes session from Madison Dry Goods. I have my phone set up and I have it set to it. Do you want to hear it, Greg?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I just gotta turn it back on and press play. So let me see. Hold on. Let me put my cigarette out over here on YouTube. Don't like that. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to uncamera myself. Make sure my volume's up. It's probably not.
Death is here.
She's always here.
Away. Death is here. Always here. They're everywhere.
There's that man standing next to me again. I feel like I'm getting cold on my right side. He's standing right next to me.
You come to see your family?
And more.
How many are here? Do you feel it?
My whole right side is cold.
Do you have a message for us to give someone?
We're back.
They're here. Are you behind Chastity?
Are you standing next to
Something
her?
for me. I laugh. I giggle. I'm not a bad girl.
Are you a bad girl?
That's not funny.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Of course.
What do you like?
Hey,
Hey,
hard to say.
You can rest here.
Look.
I love you.
I'm behind her.
Okay.
Is that why she's cold?
Help or help?
Do you want to hurt us?
I don't talk.
I like to talk.
Harden or hurt?
Why do you keep giving me chest pain?
How did you die?
Delicious.
It's feeding off. Do you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it.
Party time. Pressure in my third eye. You can stop that. Who's that?
Go ahead and move. I got her.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You think you do.
She's scared now.
No,
No, she's not scared.
Do you think so?
Sure.
Do you want us to be afraid?
Me.
You're not funny.
My breast or my breath.
You do see that we're protected, right? Of course, it's not going to say nothing to that.
Yeah.
Please don't see it.
Squeeze you.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I feel it in my head again, in my chest. What the heck?
I mean, I don't
Inside
like
you.
But
Is there anything you want to tell us?
Up top.
yeah,
I didn't. That's me. I said that. Up top.
Jack did it. Who's Jack?
who is Jack?
Yeah, we don't know who Jack is.
Jack is just really sad at this point. I really
I'm
want to know.
personally seeing shadows on the ceiling, like on the wall of the ceiling.
I'm crawling above you. Like, everybody sit still. Shh. Do it. The hell's that mean?
Me, your mom.
That means somebody's on the roof above us.
Okay. What you think about that? Oh, I need to turn no audio. Y'all are muted. I can't hear.
Sorry,
There we go.
that was wild. I haven't seen that,
Yeah.
but because just for the people who don't know, that was double Esty. So Chastity, she had earphones on, and I had earphones on at the other end of the hall. And the
Yeah.
fact that some of the things she was saying, I was saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like we were talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially,
Yep.
I can't believe that. I'm above you,
Yeah.
and she was talking about their climbing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gosh. And you had a headache,
Yeah.
chest pains.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's blowing me away.
You still want to go spend the night?
Yeah, we're going. We're going.
We need to get back in touch with that man.
Yeah, I haven't. I do need. I will follow up. I'll do that. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Different now. That was wild. It's a lot different when you hear both sides.
Yes. I didn't know what it was either till I pulled up the footage. They told us a little bit, right? So I knew from what everybody said, but I couldn't hear Greg. I could hear muffles of Greg's like tones in his voice, but I could not hear what Greg was saying. I couldn't hear what anybody was saying except sometimes when V got close to me, I could hear what he was saying because he was pacing back and forth. He has a habit of doing that. And,
Yeah.
there was something it was so vivid. This man with a black face, he didn't have a face. He was standing right beside of me. And I was trying to give y'all all the experiences because when I closed my eyes and I was in that place, like I was in that place in a different time, like where I was with the spirits in that place. And then I saw this black blob, which it could have been the man is what I'm calling him. It's obviously not a man. It's something else. It's darker, but he grabbed me by my third eye. And also I know that video is very dark, but we have 2 points of night vision. So we have a steady night vision and we have one in V's hand. So when I do the actual video, everybody's gonna be able to see what was actually going on from 3 perspectives. So I'm hoping that we capture something. Even if we don't, that Estes session was wild. I mean, I literally saw a black, like fuzzy object shaped loosely like a person. It didn't have like individual arms or legs. It was like what you see on a bathroom stall for men. It was just straight and it had a head, and then it like literally shot up the wall like smoke and started climbing on the ceiling. And I wish I could have voiced it even more, and it was more expressive, but in the moment sometimes it's really hard for me to spit all that out because not only am I doing the Estes session, I'm having a psychic vision on top of having to voice it, so it can be difficult, but I try to make it happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for me to see that in my eye, and I didn't hear that come through my Estes, and we were using the SB7. So that's radio stations. I didn't use like an app or anything. I used the actual SB7. So it was crazy.
That's wild. I mean, I'm really thinking now because I want to hear all of it for sure.
Yeah.
Because who was the man? What was the name I kept getting? I mean, who was
Jack?
I mean, who was Jack? Has anybody done any research to see who Jack is?
I haven't found nobody.
I got Jack several times. I mean, like 5 or 6 times. I almost felt like because it kept saying he's here. I got that several times. Jack, he's here. It was almost like it was coming from another person saying, "Oh crap, Jack's here."
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I know that if anybody here watches Lights at Midnight, they've seen it. Possibly if they've watched that video. We did like a top 5 for me and Emily, and I inserted some videos and stuff and just shared some experiences. But I'd already released the sneak peek of like the REM pod going off, and I know that was a big part of the video I released there, but I hope it draws people to want to watch the rest of it, because the whole 2 hours or 3 hours we were there, it was wide open.
Yeah.
And I hope we get to go back, because if we do go back, in the next, maybe like in between now and the time we go to Ohio, that technically should be my February video, but where we're going January 18th to 2 locations, that's 2 videos. So I can actually bump up and do the art place next, then do Madison Dry Goods if we get to go back within the next couple months, and do like an overnight, and I can make it one big video. That's what I would like to do.
That would be
Dylan said
amazing.
also claimed to be responsible for the loss and tragedy from the response we got.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was some things. That darker being that pretends to be Charlie Lawson, they say that that's one of the darker beings, because those things aren't just going to be present at his house, 30 minutes away. It can be anywhere. You can summon that thing. And I mean, yeah, he got his head hit, but people that do that kind of stuff, in my opinion, they're under some type of, there's a spiritual aspect to that. It's not always just physical. I'm sorry. Sometimes maybe it is, or emotional or mental. There's always a spiritual aspect to some of this stuff. So I'm just going to leave that there.
Mm-hmm. That was good. Brittany said where we had been by ourselves in the embalming room, some of the stuff we got through the Estes lined up with what we came over and heard. Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That turned out to be really, really good, and I'm glad I heard that. I'm looking forward to hearing all of it now. It's coming back to me.
Yeah, and whatever, I mean, there could be parts I edit out just for reasons, because it just either, sometimes the stuff gets really long. I don't know if I'll release the whole session, but I'll make sure that y'all get the whole session. So,
Cool.
But yeah, super, excuse me, super exciting. I've got 4 videos coming up on the 18th. We'll have 4 videos in the chamber, and I'm trying to release a video every 3 weeks now. Good. Instead of every month. I'm going to try really, really hard, but with everything I got going on, it may take a little bit. I might have to switch up the editing style of my videos, meaning not put as much like creepy stuff in it, but I really still want to. I like the way I edit my videos, but I've got to get them out faster.
I like it.
I don't know what else to do. I'm a busy person right now, and I don't foresee it slowing down, and I'm okay with that. I need something going in my life. So, ultimately, great videos we got to share tonight on the live, like the what y'all captured at the cemetery. That was wild.
That was really good. Turned out good.
She
said I released the whole season for the people, what Dylan said.
Yeah.
But she said earlier, I didn't, just talking about the spirits who are scared of one spirit there, so they hide. When I was talking about basically when they were asking to go and different things.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't listen to the whole Estes session either. So, because a lot of the footage I don't see until I edit it. I just now got the history of Trivet Clinic yesterday, because I started putting that together. So I've got through the first part of the entrance, the tour, and the psychic impressions. And I've left out some of the psychic impressions because I released the full video available on Patreon to level 2 and 3 members. So that's only available on Patreon right now, and it probably will be, because it's just going to make the video way too long, because we have so many different camera angles and several parts to that. So, but anyways, yeah, we got a lot planned, and I'm super excited. And maybe next week, Brittany and Ethan, I think Brittany's still listening. If you want to join, please do. You're going with us. Maybe I can get V's tail up here.
Yeah.
And I'll try to feel better enough to do video. I just, for some reason, Wednesdays are just like my days where I'm in the middle. It's hump day, damn it. Not in a good way. So. Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
very well.
Very well.
We need to get some pre-recorded.
I got 8. We load some stuff up.
Yeah.
Do you like that, Chastity?
That's what it sounds like when we're running from the ghosties
Oh, nice.
or crumpling paper.
Well,
Very well. We got 8 buttons. I think we need to do voiceovers for everybody in our little clique, especially Angel.
What the fuck?
Easy.
We're far enough in. It's fine.
He's
Yeah,
gone. He's
it's
gone
fine
to bed.
now.
Sorry, Angel. You might do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, that's turned. I was a little worried we weren't going to have a good live tonight. It turned out to be a decent live because we really at 4:30 we had nothing.
Yeah. Jack would have sat a squat.
But anyway, I think I'm gonna go inside and get me some of that big pot of soup my wife made earlier.
Ooh,
Yes,
sounds
yes.
good.
You already ate too.
Yeah, I ate. I'm gonna go inside and wash my ball.
Oh,
Oh God, I did not mean to
These
say.
microphones got that. I promise they got
Damn
that. Everybody up here knows you got dirty balls.
it.
so I will say this, and I mean, just gonna say it for everybody since we all family here now. The whole's live, people. Y'all gonna hear it. And I done said it. As soon as this car gets transferred over into my name, y'all, if y'all are opening to have us come up for maybe a night or two, and I can help Riley with a little bit of editing skills, and we can go investigate Granger and power plant.
Oh yeah, we can set that up for sure.
Yeah, when they just set that in stone.
I can sleep in my car. I got a big enough car now. I can put a damn air mattress in it, and I will sleep in my car.
Yeah. Yeah, just pack your pretty sister in your boat or your car when you come down here.
I can try, no guarantees.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to do that. Maybe if I'm hoping to have it done sometime in March. So by like March, because we got a little whiles to Ohio State. So I don't know. Just throwing that out there. I'd love to do that and go see those places because I actually can now.
Yeah.
We need to make contact with our local folks too and let them know we're still kicking it.
Yeah.
Get some things set up. So that'll be good.
Also, I talked to Riley about y'all's 100th episode, and I think it happens on March 5th or March 9th. Just throwing that out there too.
Yeah,
I already looked.
We need to do something pretty decent that night. I don't know what it'll be.
Is that not a need to pull a booby out for everybody on the live?
Man, titties, whatever you choose.
Me and Jay need to break out the toenails.
Well, it's late here for us, so y'all enjoy your soup and
I love a snack.
oh Lord.
Oh, big boy.
Better have him feet, pretty boy, when we come out there in March now.
We're gonna
have fun.
We'll sit here and laugh all night. We'll do an hour of just laughing at each other on these voiceovers. Yeah.
Who let him dogs out? We let Riley's dogs out.
I think that's it. Cut it.
Yep, cut. All right. Y'all have a good night.
That's what I was looking for, the laughing.
Oh, it's up there.
Damn, you got shot again.
Are you happy now?
I found it.
All right. We're done. This is just getting crazy.
All right. Much love and light to everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Thank y'all for hopping on with us.
Good night, everybody. Catch y'all next Wednesday, or I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Sorry we get carried away. And TikTok, I apologize. You can't hear nothing we're doing.
I'm sorry, y'all.
If you want to go to YouTube and check us out, you'll hear everything. But until we get 10,000 followers, you guys won't be able to hear our guest or what's going on the screen we're staring at. But we do appreciate you up here, and we're trying to do better. And we'll be loading some more material here shortly.
Yeah.
Good night, Halo. Thank you for getting on. She's on Facebook, and I can't see the comments because I've got my phone up in here.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. So anyway, we appreciate everybody getting on tonight. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you all.
Yep, and just we'll be heading January the 18th. We'll be heading up the western part of the state, and hitting those 2 investigations with our family up in that area. But until then, thank y'all. Look forward to talking to you a little later.
And if y'all get the chance, remember to share this video out.
Yeah, if you can, we appreciate it.
If y'all can,
thank you.
Share
Elvis.
this video out to friends and family.
Yeah, good night, Edna. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Lock it off then. Tell us what it's all about.
Well, y'all, thank y'all for getting on tonight for the live. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, TikTok, that we don't have the followers to get you linked to StreamYard up here with
All right,
everything
guys, we get
else.
sloppy now. We appreciate it. Down, south, out.